I got my instruments and I'm feeling more like myself today. I'm gonna get into some of the possible signs and synchronicities that may go along with the tarot reading that I'm about to do. First, I want to give a special thank you to someone who would like to remain anonymous for gifting me the Melanite Bible by Miss Cletita Dean. I have it. It is absolutely beautiful. I was able to look through just a little bit last night, but I definitely will be getting more into this later on today. If you don't have a copy, please grab yours at awalkwiththeancestors.com. This is a beautiful book that was made with such loving intention for melanated people or melanite people, and grab a copy. That's what I will say. As far as today's reading goes, I wrote down some of the synchronicities that may apply, which is kind of different for me. But what I do have here is chickens, so hens and roosters, young stags, owls, marketing, intentional isolation and alone time, and addressing and accepting others' traditional beliefs while keeping conviction of your own, intention for harmony instead of conflict, and growing internally and breathe is what came through. What's really coming up is being able to lead from a more heart-centered place and understanding that whatever it is that you personally integrated spiritually has more so to do with you and your walk and less to do with what you may or may not think other people should be believing or how they should be walking. So that's just some of the writing that came through, okay? And I do have, hold on, let me pause real quick. All right, I've also been working on my own cards, but I've started with these index cards. And I've been practicing with them on myself, and I really like the results of those. So if I don't do it in this post, then I'll definitely make another post using the index cards that I've made so far. Okay? And, all right, let's get to it. I'm using the High Council Oracle and Tarot deck today, and the Melanated Dust to Onyx deck by Courtney Alexander. The High Council Oracle and Tarot Affirmations deck is by Miss Cletita Dean. So we can get right into it. I'm going to start with High Council. If you want to get a line now, go ahead and do so. Okay. First card out is the Hermit. Oh, and we have a few more that turned over that I didn't see. Okay, so we have seeing clearly, crushing on you, or you on them, be open. And then we have rest. The Three of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and then knowledge and destiny, self-respect here. All right, this is kind of adding on to what I wrote down with some of the signs and synchronicities. With the Hermit and open your eyes, I feel like, or seeing clearly, I feel like this is just telling you to use your alone time to tap into yourself, or using your alone time right now, and the personal isolation that you may be choosing to do to not only to rest your running and thinking mind, or trying to figure things out, and get more into like your meditations, your visualizations, your deep breathings, your just your attunement and your alignment. Like really making time to balance out the go, go, go mentality, especially if you're choosing this year to not really plug into like the holiday mode and doing typical things to celebrate traditional holidays in America, or wherever you are, but I'm in America, so speak for that. And with the Three of Coins here, followed by the Two of Swords, I feel like this is a decision to be made with people that you may have wanted to collaborate with, but there's something that needs to be brought to the forefront for you to see first. So I would say don't force a decision when it comes to collaborations right now, and that nobody else can tell you who you are but you. So there may be something here where people may be really wanting to motivate you or pressure you into a decision, and I want to just say to do the complete opposite right now, as far as the energy goes with these cards. Let's see if there's anything else from the High Council. And I do want to point out that in the Knowledge and Destiny card, it also has understanding self. And I feel like that's also a part of what's happening here with the Hermit mode and the Rest card and being able to see things clearly. You're going to be able to see things more clearly through having a deeper understanding of who and what it is that you are and how you're growing, changing, and evolving right now. All right. So, and just pay attention to any animals showing up in your experience at all right now. I want to say, because the animal symbology is really strong, especially if there are animals who are just kind of popping up in your experience. I would say that. So the next two cards we have are the Governor of Swords, shout out to Jose, and the Devil card. So I want to say to mind over matter in terms of, because this is like the mind over the lower nature. Okay, and so when the Devil card shows up traditionally, it can show up to be temptations against things that you know are tempting to fall back into. And I really feel like this is mind over matter in that case, because the Governor of Swords is sharp. The Governor of Swords is very clear about who he is, where he's going, and what he's doing. And he's not necessarily cold, but can seem that way because he's very precise, is what I want to say with that. So there's precision that's coming in with this, and it also has integrity and morality. Because you're growing in a certain way, you're not wanting to fall back and slip into old habits. And I think that this is giving you credit for choosing to elevate in that way. It also has stick to the facts. So I want to say to not allow being overly emotional in ways that may lead you to just overindulge in substances right now to cloud your better judgment. I'm not saying you got to be a nun, but pay attention is what I will say. You be responsible, essentially, with what it is that you're going to do. Let's see what Dust to Onyx might bring to the reading. I appreciate the energy of this reading, too. Okay. If we don't get anything from Dust to Onyx, I'm going to just... Okay, well, we did. Okay, and we have the Lovers, which is also about decision making. So I also want to say that no decision is also a decision. Like if you're feeling pressured from other people to do this or that, you don't owe anyone anything. I want to reiterate that from the self-respect card. It says nobody can tell you who you are but you. So if making no decision until you can have that clarity of mind that you need, until you're able to rejuvenate from the rest that's that you're being asked to take, then don't make one. But there is a choice to be made, and I want to say to follow your heart with that choice with the Lovers coming out. It could be a lover who, or a partner who is kind of adding the pressure too. And one of my favorite cards of this deck just came out. It's the Moon card. This is you already know what to do for me when I see this card. But this Moon card is also about trusting your intuition, which is also why it's the you already know what to do. Traditionally, I know the Moon is about things being revealed also, but this is strong intuition and being rooted and confident in that intuitive choice. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else before we close out. Yeah, we got one more card. We have the Nine of Staffs. So yeah, hold your position. This is about your own will, what you've done up until this point. I feel like this is about the work that you've been doing on yourself and really not allowing anyone to deter you or shift you outside of that because you've worked on yourself so much. So I want to encourage you to be anchored in the work that you know that you've done. You will see the results. And I'm going to come back with another reading in just a minute. But I appreciate y'all's time, attention, and energy for this particular reading. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.